He's taking on the podcast. We don't say pause anymore. We say no Diddy. We're gonna talk about your boy Diddy, man. I guess we about to get into what's going on with Diddy G. So I guess what's going on with the video?
Let's see what's going on. We can't stop, won't stop. Man.
Gene Deal. We got Gene Deal on here.
He has to do that because no company wants to do business with somebody who is being accused, have allegations against them for sexual misconduct and deviant behavior. Nobody wants to do business with that. All the shareholders, it ain't nothing that he's giving up. They like, yo, listen, give me that. They say, hey, they did a Diddy. Take that. You understand? They're going to take that from him. The shareholders is going to say, yo, listen to me. We all going to pull out. No Diddy. But we all going to pull out our shares and everything if you don't give up what you have in the company.
Did you see that?
Pause. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but I'll let you go. Pause.
Video that went viral, Diddy pacing around the airport after his houses got raided?
I seen that video. And I seen that look in his face before. I seen that look in his face.
JT a punk. All them city bitches. Because JT could have been put a stop to this shit. JT want to sit up there act like she worried about Carisha, but at the same time, you know what she doing. Why ain't you called his out yet? Pull her in off the ledge. That bitch is over the edge. Like, you can't complain about this sitting here playing in your face when all you got to do is tell the truth. Shut that whole shit down.
So when they list Carisha as a sex worker in the latest...
She is a sex... Her and JT. All these... What don't y'all understand?
to be on payroll.
How many ways do I have to say it?
She sound like G.
They pay them to do damage and procure victims. They're sex traffickers, and all of these bitches is whores. $250,000 a month to do straight at will. You couldn't wait for Cassie to run. You couldn't wait to be in Cassie's shoes. Carisha, please.
Damn.
I didn't know those was connected.
Hey, nah, Jaguar Wright needs to be protected. Like she has a lot of info. I mean, we can't prove it yet, but I don't. For some reason, I believe her on all the things she's saying. She's been in it.
We explained the truth is simple and it makes sense.
But it make the people that's telling the truth sound crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the Cat Williams of the world. Yeah.
We were fed a lot of lies. So I didn't know those two was connected. G, what this pretty much throwing the alley up to you because you say some of these things and we kind of like dance around it.
They're whores.
Yeah.
I love calling a woman, if she is a whore or a slut. I love those two words to say. There's a lot of sluts, and even she might be right, man. I don't know what's going on in the bedroom. I ain't got nothing to do with that, man. An old head told me, "Hey, what make you what you fuck don't make me come." So I ain't got nothing to do with what they do. Excuse me, Lord. That's what the saying said, but I ain't meaning that way. I apologize. I just want to say the saying that they say. So, but I don't know what's going on in the bedroom with Diddy. I don't know. My lady keep me up on that stuff. She listens to the blogs on her time off. That's her release from the reality. So she likes other reality stuff. And she'll update me every once in a while in between my pull-ups. So I heard was he liked to do some nasty stuff. I don't know, some Pornhub stuff. That's what I heard. That's what he wanted to do. And that's why we saying no Diddy. I just saw the other video. It looked like a Mayweather fight or a UFC fight. I saw that video. It's wilding right now on that part. I mean, we can dibble into that. I don't know too much about it. I saw the video. It was wild. I made say some things that might get us canceled, so I don't want to talk on that part. But she talk about Carisha. Y'all can let me know who is Carisha and all of them. I don't know what she was talking about.
Carisha is the other half of the City Girls. You got JT, the dark skinned one, but Young Miami, her real name is Carisha. She had that podcast for a brief moment on Revolt, which is Diddy's company. Carisha, please. That's why she said Carisha, please at the end. Like she was just making fun at that. The one where Kevin Gates was on and talking talking some wild shit too.
Gates, my nigga.
Oh, the slut. Oh, she called her a slut.
Yeah, Carisha is one half of the City Girls, pretty much.
She ain't the one talking about her booty hole though. That ain't the one.
No, not Sexy Red. No, that's not her. Yeah,
I was
Carisha is Young Miami, and JT is her partner. But
okay. I just want to ask these questions just to show that you a freak boy. You know all these women. I knew you was gonna answer. You see how Trey didn't answer.
You need the info. You gotta take the info. Keys to the streets.
Hey, let y'all know Keith's a freak boy. You know all these girls' names.
We all got some freak in us, you know what I'm saying?
I'm changing my handle to 69 God. I'm 69 God.
We all know who Uncle Luke and Tip Drill and all that. We all know that too.
I could imagine. I could imagine. I don't know. I only know it's allegations. Honestly, man, I've learned that it's always what they say. The saying is their truth, his truth, and another truth, another side. So I don't never know the answers. You could put anything in social media at times and say this and say that. I don't know for sure. All I can do is just hear what they got to say when my lady tell me. I don't know for sure. So we don't know. All I know is I saw that Mayweather fight, that video with him in it. Other than that, I don't know the other stuff. So that's all I really got on it. I mean, I can't speak on too much what I don't know.
I got you. It's a lot of shit Taj can probably hit you up on, like if you got the time of day. But it's a lot of shit out here regarding Diddy. I don't know if you heard about the allegations of him and Meek Mill. The dude you heard speaking is Gene Deal. He's his former security guard, but he no longer works for Diddy. But the way he explains it, Diddy knew not to do none of this stuff he's been accused of around him, so he's never seen Diddy allegedly do anything, but he's seen the repercussions or how the alleged victims have wound up or seen the condition they were in after Diddy allegedly did something to him. So he was very close to the situation. It's a lot on Diddy, and it's really been going around for years. Like Diddy kind of is out there when it comes to his personality and whatnot. He doesn't. He's not like Jay-Z. Jay-Z is much more stoic and really much of a. He might talk to you, he might not, but he just rather be in the background. But Diddy is out there. Like he's very flamboyant in his own way. I think it really. If I could go back to the oldest, the Diddler. Yeah, that's his new nickname, the Diddler. Mm-hmm. If I go back to the oldest video I can think of, to where I'm like, all right, this dude kind of weird, was the Drink Champs video episode with him, Jadakiss, and Fabulous, and he was asking Fabulous why he never partied with him for his birthday, and it was just a weird vibe, man. It was just a weird vibe, and he was telling Norray, like, I like when you scrambling like this, daddy, and all this other calling dudes daddy and shit. That's the first video I saw, but that was like what six years ago. But there's been so much more, and it's just been out there. And when you think about celebrityhood and the shit around it, Jaguar Wright is a good person to follow to keep you hip. She ties everything together beautifully. And like I said, she can't prove anything, but she has evidence that could lead you to certain implications on Diddy and among other people in the industry. She goes at Jay-Z, a bunch of people.
Yeah, there be some funny stuff in them behind the scenes, man. Quick anecdote: when Kels was going through all his shit, we banned his music. Why are we still listening to Diddy? I done heard so much more Diddy songs. It don't make no sense.
I still blast my Kels, bro. I don't care. He because he good. Because he good.
You know
that boy good.
That boy good.
Now, for real though, Jaguar Wright, the lady who you saw speaking in the video, I guess she was a former artist. She used to be a singer. She alleges that Jay-Z is the one behind the scene pulling all the strings where all these people, R. Kelly going to jail was Jay-Z. trying to stay on top because they had the little beef with the Best of Both Worlds tour. So, R. Kelly rubbed Jay-Z the wrong way, so he had R. Kelly put away. Jay-Z she alleges Jay-Z strategically puts himself in spots where other people are exposed, so he remains on top because he's the one person that hasn't been touched. Like we don't, apart from possibly cheating on Beyonce, which we don't give a fuck for real. Jay-Z is the one that's like out in Diddy, so he can stay on top.
Yeah.
Also, when it comes to rappers dying, Nipsey Hussle,
Mm-hmm.
who was under Rock Nation, was allegedly a sacrifice. And also, it's well known in the industry now that when it comes to these rappers dying, there's someone making $100 million on their life insurance policy. So Pop Smoke, Young Dolph,
Yeah.
she even alleged that Takeoff had something to do with Diddy. But did it happened in Houston strategically because he was trying to put it on Jay Prince and them because they run Houston pretty much. They the people you gotta come through if you touch down in Houston. But it's very interesting. You gotta listen to Jaguar, right? But as far as Diddy, man, I believe he's done half the shit he did. They recently had the guy that produced for him come out and give all this information, including he implicated that Carisha or Young Miami, whatever you want to call her, was going out to clubs and recruiting young girls and other people to come party with Diddy, and they all get fucked up and they just be wilding out, to say the least. I can go on and on about this topic. I mean, I can tell you what I've heard, what I've researched myself. But
amazing.
Diddy a wild boy, man. I believe it. He's gained so much power. He has so much money. I think he's really like delusional about
consequence.
They he comes off as one of these people that has a god-like mentality. He don't think he's human anymore. He thinks he's a god. He thinks he can't be touched.
Mm-hmm.
The harm he's caused to people. He thinks he can just pay his way to have it kept under wraps. Even with the Cassie video, we just now finding out about it, but we found out he paid the hotel $50,000 to secure that footage. And the only reason we have this footage is because the feds just came and raided his houses in LA and New York. And his son didn't help by making that by trying to protect him either. Dumbass son.
So with 50 Cent, I thought 50 Cent was the one who leaked the footage.
Nah, 50 Cent ain't leaked the footage. 50 Cent has a documentary that he's selling to Netflix on Diddy's. It's gonna be like, I guess, Surviving Diddy, like how they did Surviving R. Kelly. 50 Cent he just sold the rights of that docuseries to Netflix. And they also have a Tubi one out right now. It's on my TV as soon as I turn it on. The Diddy documentary. It's all of it is allegedly, but that nigga did that shit. Come on now.
I brought this to mind because I like the first line that Gene Deal was saying. He said companies don't want to do business with sex offenders, but
even though they are all sex offenders.
Thank you. Trafficking is like the number one profitable in the world. Like what the that's what I was gonna get at. Companies that have some type of morality, who's not just focused on a dollar, are ones who are willing to get out of shady business, don't want debt attached to their names and stuff like that. But we getting away from morality in this day and age. Just from my point of view, it's not all companies, but I do like everything that I have to, every corporation, every structure that I have to utilize or that I utilize, has all made some type of changes. And like, I'm not knocking as far as like, trying to stay with the times or go with the trends, but a lot of times them trends, who are they benefiting? If your company is based on customer and you're getting away from customer, on the point where you're like, like, fuck y'all, we are who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you getting away from customer, it starts to like dwindle. You know what I'm saying? We talked about all these random fees. Like if you want to pay with your debit card instead of your bank account, you gotta pay an extra $50 to $100 for something, and stuff like that. I question the morality of these of today's companies. I would like that statement to be more truthful across the board, that companies don't want to do business with sexual offenders and shady people. And like your lady just said, yes, we live in a capitalist land. It's all about the dollar for some. But greed is a sin, bro. Gluttony is a sin. Like, like when get your money, bro. Get your money. I'm warning for it. Like, I ain't even, as far as like the premise or the structure of capitalism, I ain't against it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's opportunity. And I'm for that. It's just like at some point, some people get wicked, and this is
Wicked.
Exhibit A. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we are witnessing, everything that we're discussing behind this, Exhibit A. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the conspiracy, all of the allegation, all of the footage leakage, all of the bullshit, man. All of the people hurt, all of the people. I'm just like, I'm a human first. I don't see how. I'm not willing. And say everybody got a price. I'm not willing to like sacrifice other people for a monetary gain for myself, especially when I'm already up. You know what I mean? That's my spiel.
Yeah. I want to say before if you were about to speak, G, let me say one thing. Hip hop is an interesting thing because it has such a hold on people. Like music has such a hold on people. Like we say, music is spell casting. Like songs have a chant in the middle of the verses because it's casting a spell on you. It's touching the vibrations and whatnot. Everything they talk about is touching, something in you to where it can make you move. It can make you feel some type of way.
Pause. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but I'll let you go, pause.
All right, thanks for letting me know. My bad.
It's crazy.
But I just take it to an artist like Drake, right? An artist like Drake,
You said his name wrong, man. You said his name wrong.
Oh, BBL Drizzy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. He has such a chokehold on people. I think I don't even think Jay-Z had this kind of effect, but people don't realize that he's being pushed on you. He's talented. Yes, he makes hits and whatnot, but he's being forced on you by entities outside of music.
This is that promotion.
Yeah, you think Drake is signed to Universal Music Group, which Universal Music Group just bought up a lot of smaller record labels like Interscope and among others.
Really?
Yeah. Universal is pretty much, that's why they call it Universal. Like we everything. We got our hands on everything. I think Sony is a competitor, and whoever I don't know who Kanye would now, but I think that's a competitor. But when you think about this Drake and Kendrick beef, Kendrick has publishing deals with Universal, but he's not signing Universal. He's pretty much independent. So that's why Kendrick came off the way he did, because nobody can shut him up. But it was getting to a point like Kendrick was saying shit about Drake so much that Universal Music Group is trying to have a ceasefire to the back and forth because he's exposing Drake, and he was actually losing the people who put money behind Drake, like Nike, Mercedes-Benz, and among others, just some names. They were losing money behind the fact that he just alleged that Drake was a pedophile. Like, think about that.
Amazing.
They came in and said, "Stop making music because this is losing too many of our partners' money." Like too many corporations are losing money. So it's like a puppet show, bro. Like
It is.
I don't mind you saying you're a Drake fan, but when you're just coming to his defense about, oh, Kendrick just hating and whatnot, what if Kendrick telling you the truth that Drake is a pedophile and it's not hate, he's just exposing the motherfucker who likes to lie and is protected and is kind of a culture vulture at the same time because he's
Yeah,
he,
ain't no
got
kind of. It absolutely is.
yeah.
Ever since he spit a Project Pat line, I was like, no way.
He's
way.
a Canadian born rapper that's coming to America and just acting like he about the gang life and everything. He acting like he a mob boss. Like I don't we have such a beehive mind when it comes to these artists that we love. Like Drake, like he can do no wrong in some people's eyes. Nobody is better than him. You can't.
The loyalty is crazy.
The loyalty is crazy, man. You should have seen some of these comments as far as people speaking on like Kendrick's music he was making against him. Which, if you ask me, Drake can't rap with Kendrick on any day, but he can make a hit. He can move people. Drake can move people. He can influence people, but he's been influenced by people behind him who are influencing us. It's not natural, bro. It's not natural. Like people got to wake up like this. We are, and one of the greatest sins, I think G can attest to this. I think one of the greatest sins is idol worship. The way we idolize these people, the way women will flock to a Beyonce concert screaming at the top of their lungs. They don't even scream for Jesus like that. They won't even go to church and scream like that. They are just they just go places and they are possessed by these music artists and what they have to sing or say in a song, and it's like people are just out here lost. Like it's not that important. It's really whack. It's really whack when you think about it. Don't get me wrong. I like my certain artists, but I'm not. I'm not a fan of music. I listen to music, but I'm not a fan of music. Like I don't know where I was going with this, but it's wicked. It's a wicked thing. Like this industry is wicked.
It establishes that point that was made in the beginning of the video: is companies don't want to do business with shady characters and sex offenders and stuff of that nature, the ones that have that morality. So for when information like that starts to pop up, then it's like, yeah. And I've always been questionable about Drake because he puckered his lips too much.
Bro, he wear bow rats in his hair. Bro, what man do you go expect to wear bow rats in his hair? I don't give a fuck.
Amazing.
But yeah, it emphasizes that point. Companies don't want to do business with sexual offenders and things of that nature. And it's also, well, I ain't gonna go back and forth. I ain't gonna contradict it. But yeah, man, be careful, be mindful of what you're repeatedly ingesting. It's not just your food that you have to worry about your intake.
Your spirit.
It's a spiritual war going on, a spiritual warfare out here. And if you don't see it, if you don't understand it, if you don't believe it, then you're a product of what I've been talking about this since Black culture is trash, about the promotion, about the repeatedness. The man is the victim to the monster of repetition. Our subconscious are continuously to focus on. It doesn't have it doesn't focus on right, wrong, true, false. It focus on what's repeated. Y'all ever like was in the dark, right? Like, say for instance, you wake up in the morning, in the dark of the morning, and like you just thinking to yourself, like, what if something was over there looking at me? It's something, and like if you think about it enough, then you start to believe something is over there looking at me. It's just a pile of clothes, you know what I'm saying? But the more you think about it, the more it becomes a reality. That was just a brief description of like whatever you repeatedly think can become what you deem as true. It becomes your reality. So when I talk about this promotion, that is literally what I'm talking about. Like, we've all had songs that we first heard it was terrible. You heard it so many times, even though you didn't choose this song, you know the song. You know what I'm saying? Jumping back into the topic, if you have a business, if you starting a corporation, a company, or whatnot, please set your foundation of morals that you will not bend on for your company, your brand. You are the brand. Anybody that's going to start anything, if you are thinking about becoming a content creator, if you're starting a podcast, if you're anything, if you're going to be in this realm, in the digital realm, understand that it is you who are you. You are the value. You are who you are presenting. Make sure that you stand in 10 toes about certain principles that you are not willing to bend or break on, because that's what a lot of people are doing. It's like, yo, a lot of like, it's entertainment for some people. Like, I'm gonna see how now we're gonna give you a M. That ain't enough. We'll give you 10 M if you put on a dress. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That's your price.
That's your price. Like,
Got 'em.
yo, like, hey, all right. All right, your image is torn. Your message don't mean as much. Everything, but you got your money, though. Oh, and that was taxed. Anyhow, any closing statements on this topic, fellas?
um, I got one thing to say. As far as what it said, it's over for Diddy. I'm not gonna say it's over for him because Chris Brown's still making music and still popular after he beat Rihanna ass. Gunna is back out here making music and still, pretty popular amongst people. I'm not gonna say it's over for Diddy. It's not like he's gonna lose all his wealth. Hopefully some things, some assets he has are purely for him and not tied to any contracts he signed with any entities or anything like that. So he won't go broke or anything like that. I don't know. People may not want to do business with him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he started his own business based on his own revenue, no partnerships, if he couldn't make a product that people consume and still have success. Unless they unless they come out with more. I don't know what they confiscated from the house as far as footage, but apparently there's a lot of footage they confiscated from over the years. That's just the dumbass shit about this. Like, as far as Diddy being a dumbass, like, why you gonna have the people in your camp filming everything you doing? I get wanting to capture moments in life, but you got somebody you hired to just film everything you doing, even the fucking, the wicked shit. Like, you so fucking consumed in yourself and so seemingly untouchable that you be like, yo, I'm gonna keep all this shit on film. And for what though?
Right?
For
What
what?
you looking at it? Like, what?
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think it's over for Diddy, but I think as far as his image is tarnished to the point where he will never be at that level. Where I say it's like him, Kanye, Jay-Z, as far as that billionaire on the cusp of billionaire status. I don't think he'll touch that again.
Somebody pointed out to me, said that nobody makes it to billionaire status without being a little shady. Said nobody makes it to a billionaire without by being clean.
Jay not innocent. That's y'all favorite. Jay not innocent. He just quiet. I keep his mouth shut. Jay not innocent, bro. all these people, Beyonce, the most popular motherfuckers, they got there because they did something wicked. I said it. They're in their position because they're doing wicked shit behind the scenes, and they are compromised. They are compromised in a way.
Hell yeah, man. And they gotta answer to the judge after all is said and done. That's why keep your spirit intact, man. But that was an interesting. When I thought about it, I'm thinking about because I know many multimillionaires, and I'm like, yo, y'all doing M's annually, but still ain't hit billion. Like, billion is crazy. For those who don't know, real quick, and then I'm gonna be done. Let's show the difference between million and billion. All right, the difference between a million and a billion seconds. A million seconds is 11.6 days. A billion seconds is 31.7 years.
Man.
That's a big fucking difference.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that at one of them seminars. Nigga said that shit. I was like, dog.
Yeah.
At that point, I hadn't lived for a billion seconds yet. I lived for 1 billion seconds, y'all. I've been here for 1 billion seconds in a few minutes. You know what I mean? But
Oh, that's long. Yeah.
that's crazy, bro. So that was an interesting fact that somebody presented to me, that nobody makes it to billionaire status completely clean. You could be a multimillionaire doing your thing, living life, and for real, that's all you need. A lot of people
You
don't
don't
even
need a
need
bill.
that.
You don't need a billion. You don't. I
You
don't think.
don't.
I like to spend money right. I don't think I can spend a billion in a lifetime. Like, only if I had a billion, I would just leave it for the people, for the generations behind me. That would be the goal. But I can do that with millions, and then they can multiply the millions I leave for them like that.
Right.
I don't need a billion. I don't need 100 million.
Speak.
Yeah. Give me like 50 so I can live off some dividends. I'm good.
Right,
20
bro.
for 10 to 20. 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
Yeah. You got to account for inflation, so more so on the 20 side. 20
Yeah. But yeah, those are all of the more interesting points. I'm gonna state. Anything you want to close out with, G?